Welcome to Candlestick Park here in San Francisco, California. Welcome to another game of the 2011 season. This is a Week 2 matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. San Francisco is a team that we don't quite know who they're going to be this season. Jim Harbaugh is the head coach of the team, and the defense should be very good. This team has a lot of good pieces on defense. You see Aldon Smith right there. You see number 52, one of the better linebackers in the game, Patrick Willis, on this defense. There's a ton of potential there. However, the offense is the problem. We don't know if Alex Smith is going to ever be who the San Francisco 49ers drafted him to be, as being their number one quarterback, their face of their franchise, if you will. They recently have drafted Colin Kaepernick, a rookie quarterback who is third on the depth chart today, so we probably won't see him, but it's something that to keep an eye on going forward, whether or not they're going to develop him into potentially the replacement for Alex Smith. First snap of this game is going to be a handoff to Frank Gore, and he's going to go to the right, and he's going to get a little bit of an edge, and gets about 6 or 7 yards there, tackled down. Let's take a look at the San Francisco offense now. Frank Gore, obviously, because of the instability at the quarterback position, he's been a huge part of this offense, but they do have weapons. Michael Crabtree is a really good receiver, as well as Ted Ginn, and you cannot forget about Vernon Davis, one of the better tight ends in the league. And Alex Smith takes a shot! His first throw down the field is incomplete, intended for Ted Ginn that time, on what looked like just a streak route. Let's look at the Dallas Cowboys defense. DeMarcus Ware, huge standout, but don't forget about Terrence Newman, one of the better corners in the league, top 10 or so. Alex Smith, you can see his last game was absolutely atrocious. He threw 3 picks, didn't even get 200 yards, and down he goes. Ratliff already into the backfield for the sack. That looked like a screen pass that just did not have enough time to develop. Good play to get in the backfield there, and now we're going to bring up our first punt of the game already. First drive for the 49ers. It's going to be a 3-and-out, and Andy Leon for the punt. Looks like a pretty good punt, and out to return is Jones, who's going to get the ball, breaks through one tackle, and he's going to be tackled at the 48-yard line. So the Cowboys are going to start their game in a very good field position. Out comes Tony Romo now, a undrafted player from a few years ago, obviously, has taken over this Dallas team and is for sure going to be their quarterback for quite some time. Now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fake handoff, Romo back to pass, and he gets sacked. Aldon Smith in the backfield, his very first play of the season on defense, and he gets into the backfield. He just beat his man right off the line that time, and Aldon Smith is a very good defensive end who is expecting to have a very big season. 2nd and 16, it's a handoff to Jones, and he's met right in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped. Now, let's take a look at the Cowboys offense. Miles Austin, one of the receivers. Des Bryant is actually probably going to be the number 1 on this team, and obviously can't forget about Jason Witten, one of the better tight ends. Now, 3rd and 20 already. Romo back to pass. He's looking. He's trying to roll out, and he gets hit as he throws. Pass is going to be incomplete. Lucky he got it off before he did. Otherwise, that would have been another sack. And look who it was in the backfield again. It was Aldon Smith. So he's already the Cowboys line is already having some trouble with him. Now McBear comes out for his first punt of the season, and it's going to hit at around the 9-yard line and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the San Francisco offense again. Both of these offenses have not gotten much going, and this matchup was something we wanted to focus on because of the history between these two teams. Obviously, the 90s, the 80s and 90s teams of that one was incomplete, had a huge rivalry between the two. Obviously you have the catch game in the end zone. Frank Gore gets some room, and he's going to go out to around midfield, gets tackled at the 48, but a good run from Frank Gore. But yeah, like we were saying, these two teams have a very historic matchup, and we were excited to see this season's version of this classic rivalry that has kind of died down in recent years, but we're hoping for an exciting one today. Crabtree is going to get a handoff on a jet sweep, and he gets some blocks. He's going to cut to the left, and he's looking to run. He's going to just run out of bounds at the 32-yard line, but a gain of 20 on a wide receiver jet sweep. Those normally aren't the most successful plays, but this team did a good job blocking that time. Smith, he's going to go down the field. Pass is going to be incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Ted Ginn. Recent acquirement of the 49ers, I believe, this offseason, so they're looking to get him involved early. Alex Smith back to pass, and he gets a completion out to Morgan, 12 yards, and I think that might actually be the first completion of the game for Alex Smith. This team is obviously reliant on their rush game. That time, Smith just kind of threw one up as he got hit, and it was a nice lob pass, and Josh Morgan was able to come down with the reception. 3:45 left in this first quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Gore up the middle. He tries to break off one tackle, and he's going to be tackled at the 15, and we get an injury timeout. But it is not Gore. Looks like it is a defensive tackle for the Cowboys. We'll keep an eye on that going forward. 2nd and 5 now. It's going to be a fake handoff. Smith rolling out to the right, looking to throw, and he gets hit as he throws. Pass is going to be incomplete. Looked like he might have just been trying to throw that out. Jim Harbaugh talked to us before the game and said that Alex Smith's performance last week was a big reason why they lost. They said that he has to get the turnovers under control at least. Throw over the middle to Davis, who's going to get just short of the end zone, but it's going to be down at the 1-yard line, a 15-yard completion. Now, 1st and goal. Smith is going to pitch out to Frank Gore, and he's just going to walk in for the touchdown for the San Francisco 49ers. Their first touchdown of the game. Harbaugh and this team is a very run-based offense, and that time, you know, when you're that close to the goal line, the Cowboys have to know that their number one, what they're probably going to do is run the ball, and they just weren't prepared for that. See Frank Gore on that drive, 4 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown, and the 49ers are the first on the board. Kickoff to the Cowboys, and Alex Ogletree looks like he's going to get a chance to return. Out from about his 2, he's looking to make something happen, and he runs right into the 49ers kick defense and is going to be down at the 17-yard line. Out comes Tony Romo in this offense, who did a decent job week 1, although they did come up with the loss. Fake handoff off the edge, and Justin Smith gets to the quarterback yet again. Now let's take a look at the 49ers defense. Patrick Willis, obviously we talked about in the open. Justin Smith has already made his presence felt in this game. Already 2 sacks, and he got Romo hit earlier in the drive. Romo, quick throw, and pass is going to be complete out to the left to Des Bryant for 11 yards. A little bit low that time, so he could not turn up the field, but that is Romo's first completion. 3rd and 4, and Barber checks into the game for the first time. It's going to be a fake handoff to him. Romo deep drop, looking to pass, and he gets decked! Justin Smith, are you kidding me? 3 sacks in the first quarter. Man, oh man, this Cowboys line is having a huge problem with him. This whole defensive line for the 49ers has a lot of talent. They got one of the defensive tackles, Franklin. He's a very good, mostly run stopper, but he can get to the quarterback every once in a while. And you got Aldon Smith, the young guy, off the other side, who a lot of people are looking forward to see what he can do. Haven't called his name yet today on an actual play. So the 49ers are going to get their 3rd position now at the 50-yard line exactly. They're looking to extend their lead. 1st and 10, it's going to be handoff to Gore, and he gets a hole, runs into a blocker that time, but is able to bounce to the right for a 8-yard gain. 5 rushes so far for him and 48 yards. 2nd and 2 now, 40 seconds left. It's going to be a fake handoff to Gore. Alex Smith rolling out to the right, looking for someone to throw, and he's just going to step up and run. And he's going to run out of bounds to avoid getting hit. That's a 6-yard run, but more importantly, a first down. Good job from Alex Smith to just know where that first down marker is and make sure he gets there. 1st and 10, Smith back to pass, throws over to the right, pass is going to be incomplete, looked like intended for Vernon Davis that time, and a good play from the defensive linebackers of the Cowboys. 2nd and 10, likely last snap of this first quarter, it's going to be handoff to Gore on a stretch play, and he tries to cut inside, but it is not going to go anywhere, just a gain of 1, and that's going to take us to the end of this first quarter with the San Francisco 49ers leading 7-0. 3rd and 9. Alex Smith's going to line up in the shotgun, looking to at least get in a field goal range because this is at the very edge. Smith's taking a shot down the field! Pass is incomplete. That one was almost picked off. 47 had a shot at it, but he dropped it. That pass was just overthrown. Looked like it was intended to Ted Ginn. Just ball was not placed in a good spot. And they are going to bring up Ned Nee for this 52-yard field goal attempt. He's going to need a lot of leg here. It looks like it's going in the right direction, and it's good. He just had enough leg, and the 49ers extend their lead 10-0. Out comes Ned Nee to kick off. He does both kicking and kickoff specialist. Ogletree's going to take it out of his end zone. Tries to spin to the left, but is tackled down at the 16-yard line. He hasn't had a lot of success returning so far. And the Cowboys need to get their offense going here. They've had a few possessions, but not able to make anything happen so far. This team is mostly a passing team with Romo. He's going to roll out after a fake handoff, looking to throw, and he gets one over to Roy Williams for a nice completion, 21 yards. Roy Williams, the former Detroit Lion, who's been a part of the Cowboys for a little bit. You see Romo just fit it over the defensive back's head. Looked like the defensive back maybe tried to cut back and cover the underneath man, but probably mistake as Romo saw it. It's another fake handoff, and on a 1st and 10, Romo's going to fire out to the right sideline, and Jason Witten with an amazing grab. How did he do that? We thought it was going to be incomplete. That was a sideline catch. Let's see, he did get 2 feet down and was able to hang on through that contact, so a nice grab from him. 1st and 10 now, it's going to be a handoff to Jones, and he's going to get some running room. Tries to cut to the right. That's just his second rush of the game, but it's a 6-yard game, but he only has 2 yards as he lost a bunch earlier. His only other run, it's another handoff to Jones on a counter play, and he's going to get to about the 35-yard line, enough for the first down. Felix Jones is used. It's weird because the Cowboys don't have an amazing running game, but they have a lot of options for the running game. It's another screen pass this time, and it's going to be an 8-yard gain. Though what the Cowboys want to do, and you can see it on this drive, is go through their running backs. Even if you're not going to be able to run the ball, which against this very good defensive line of the 49ers, you're probably not going to be able to very well. What you want to do is get your running backs involved in a different way. As you see, Barber gets that play for the first down, and Romo gets sacked that time. Franklin, as we were talking about earlier, comes in right up the middle. Looked like a screen pass that just did not have enough time to develop. He got around the blocking and just got right to the quarterback. So, like we were saying earlier, they want to involve their running backs in some way, even if it's not just the running game. Romo, 2nd and 19, rolls to his left, now going back to his right, and it's just going to be a throw underneath to Hurd, not getting very far, but Romo has been fairly accurate so far this game, 5 of 6. He has 5 completions in a row. His only incompletion was his first pass attempt of the game. But you got him over the 3rd and 15 at the 27. Romo in the shotgun, looking, throws over to the right, caught by Miles Austin, breaks the tackle, and he's going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. Miles Austin, nice play that time. He ran a out route, and the defensive back was not able to tackle him. Nobody really covered him off the line. Good play by Romo, good play from him, and 99... good hustle to make sure that he did not score there. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Romo in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Barber, who spins out of a tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. Dallas Cowboys get on the board in this game. It's going to be 10-6 so far, and they're probably going to bring out the kicker for the extra point attempt. Barber ran right into number 51, but he was able to spin out of the tackle. Nice power running from him, not something he's really known for. Bueller on for the extra point, and oh man! He hooked it to the left, no good! You don't want to see your kicker mix an extra point from the, 1 yard line. That's not... I don't know quite what happened there. He's a pretty decent kicker, so a little bit surprising there. Ginn's going to take it out of his end zone, but not able to get even to the 20-yard line. Probably should have just taken the knee, and he's out to the 18. 1st and 10 at the 18. It's going to be a handoff to Frank Gore, and breaks through one tackle, and he fights for an 8-yard gain. 7 rushes so far for him, 57 yards. Pretty good running so far from Frank Gore. 2nd and 2 now. Fake handoff to Gore. Smith looking to throw. He's just going to check it down to Norris, who's going to get a first down. Nice completion to him. You don't typically see a lot of fullbacks catching, but, when you're out on the football field, you got to be able to make a catch. And the 49ers are going to go hurry up, try to get a snap off before this 2-minute warning, and they do. Alex Smith looking, and he's going to fire one over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Maybe intended for Morgan, kind of an inaccurate pass. 2:14 left in this first half. Alex Smith and the 49ers. So 2nd and 10. It's going to be handoff to Frank Gore, who cuts to the right. Good blocking there from Michael Crabtree, and he's going to be tackled just short of the first down. It's probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning, and coming out of it, it's going to be a 3rd and 1 for this 49ers team. Alex Smith now. 3rd and 1, let's see what they decide to do here. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to fire one down the field. Pass is going to be incomplete. Intended for Michael Crabtree there. It looked like it was placed in a bad spot again. Alex Smith has not been able to complete deep balls this season at all. It was too far. More so looked like it was intended for Terrence Newman for how far out it was. Good coverage from them, and it's a fake! It's a fake punt! We thought they were just going to punt it away to Dallas, kind of let them run out the clock here in this first quarter, but Norris, the up man, gets a direct snap and gets a first down. It's a risky call that time from the young coach, Jim Harbaugh, but it worked. Alex Smith back to pass, going to throw underneath, caught by Ted Ginn. Nice contested catch for him. As a slot receiver, you have to be able to do that. He wasn't great at that with his former team, but looks like he's trying to improve that here. 2nd and 10, it's going to be a fake handoff to Gore. Going back to pass, going to fire again down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Knocked away by Newman again. He's getting tested here on these deep balls. This one intended for Ted Ginn, who, like we said, he is a slot receiver, but he is a very fast slot receiver. Alex Smith took a shot that time, might have affected this throw. A little bit wobbly, but again, just placed in a horrible spot. Ginn really didn't even have a chance for that one. That brings up a 3rd and 6, 1:28 left on this clock. Smith looking for a pass, is going to be pressured up the middle, and down he goes. Sacked that time, and that's just going to, the Cowboys are going to call a timeout to stop the clock from running so that they have a chance to maybe take the lead or at least to get a little bit closer before this first half is over. Lee is going to punt it off. Looks like it's going to land at about the 6-yard line and roll in for a touchback. So out comes Tony Romo looking to drive this team down the field. Romo has been the main part of this offense so far, as their inability to run has been on full focus today. Throws over to Jason Witten, who's going to get a nice gain, and the Cowboys are going to call their timeout. Interesting approach, as they might say that last timeout, but they do still have one more. Romo back to pass in an open field, and it's going to be complete to Hurd right over the middle. Huge gain out to the 30-yard line, and now they're going to go hurry up like I thought they were going to before. Romo, Hurd is a 3rd receiver on the depth chart. He's not... fourth receiver. Not exactly a big name, but that one, dangerous pass over the middle. The safety broke that one up. Looked like it was intended for Roy Williams. 2nd and 10 now at the 30-yard line. Romo back to pass and shotgun. Throws over to the right, caught by Des Bryant, who tries to cut upfield. Not going to quite get out of bounds, and the Cowboys are not calling their timeout. Interestingly, it is 3rd down here, so they have to at least convert it Then maybe take a shot. Let's see what they do. It's going to be another shotgun play. Romo gets hit as he throws. He's going deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Dez Bryant in the end zone. And now on a 4th and 2, do you take the chance and not take the points? Bueller's out for the kick. He missed that extra point earlier, but this field goal is up and good. And so even though the Cowboys did not get a touchdown, they did at least get on the board and claw a little bit closer, 10-9. 16 seconds left in this first half. Ted Ginn is going to take it about halfway into his end zone, and he's going to actually run out, looking for some blocking, but not able to get a lot, and he's down at the 22. So with just 12 seconds left, it's likely that the 49ers are just probably going to run it out. Maybe they'll take a shot here, but it doesn't look like it based on their formation. Hand off to Gore, who's going to cut to the right, who's had a lot of success running to the right today, but this time only gets 3 yards, and he's going to run us into this into the end of the first half, into halftime. Jason Garrett and his team is behind, but not by a lot. Score 10-9. And the 49ers are going to have to kick it to start the second half as the Cowboys get the ball. Ogletree is going to get it from the 5-yard line, looking for some blocks. Going to cut left, cut to the right. He has an opening! And he's shoved out of bounds that time at the 41-yard line. But a nice return to start this first half as he gives the Cowboys great field position. Romo comes out of the halftime, who had a very good halftime, but the running game hasn't, and again, stopped in the backfield. Lawson off the edge, who made that tackle earlier in the game that prevented Miles Austin from scoring that touchdown. 2nd and 12 now. They're going to send Dez Bryant in motion. It's going to be a screen pass complete to Jones, who cuts to the right, not going to get very far, just back to the original line of scrimmage. Romo, 144 yards so far, and they're trying to work through their running backs like we mentioned earlier, but this drive, it's not really working. Romo's going to take a shot down the field to Dez Bryant, and he got it! Dez Bryant with a catch down at the 17-yard line, 60 yards for him in the game after that huge completion. Romo has been very accurate today. Hasn't completed a deep ball yet, but that's our first deep ball completion of the game. And of course, it is to Dez Bryant, one of the bigger receivers in the league, so he has the size advantage on most corners, if not all corners in the league. 1st and 10 now at the 17-yard line. They're going to set Bryant in motion. It's going to be a flip out to Jones, but he's not going to go anywhere. And we get our first play of the day, first tackle for Aldon Smith. Like we said, he plays the opposite side of Justin Smith for the most part. He's a young guy, so they're looking forward to what he can do. Romo, 2nd and 11, looking to pass, just going to throw it underneath to Roy Williams. Not going to get very far, but does make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Romo has been fairly accurate, not really putting the ball in many dangerous situations, which has been a knock on him in the past as he throws a little bit too many interceptions. 3rd and 7 at the 14. Romo back to pass, throws over the middle, low, but it's complete for Jason Witten, able to go down and make the catch, similar to that Dez Bryant catch early in the first quarter. And maybe that one could have been a more accurate throw, but at least it was a first down. Now at the 4-yard line, Romo looks like he's changing some stuff at the line. Hand off to Jones. He's going to walk in for the touchdown, but there's a flag in the play, and it's coming back. Holding on the Cowboys on Aldon Smith. Not a good play from him. That would have given them the lead. Now it's going to, it gives them the league. Now it's going to be at the 12-yard line, 1st and goal. Big handoff to Jones. And Romo's rolling out to his right, looking for someone to throw. Just going to dump down to the fullback, and he's not able to come up with the grab. Gronkowski, not exactly the hands of Gronk in New England there. The fullback not used to catching anything, and maybe he wasn't even expecting this ball. Romo just trying to move the Cowboys up a little bit closer to the end zone. That brings up a 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line. Romo back to pass in the shotgun, throws out to the left, caught by Roy Williams, but he's not going to go very far. Williams has been a underneath threat so far in this game, which is not how they typically use him. Romo already has 203 yards in this game, a very good completion percentage. 3rd and goal at the 8-yard line now. Romo, under center, back to pass, going to throw over to the left, caught by Miles Austin, a touchdown Cowboys! They take the lead on that one. So instead of running it in, they're just going to be content throwing it in. Patrick Willis and the defense did not do a great job that drive. If we look at this one again, man, Miles Austin with the one-handed grab in the end zone. That's an impressive play. And look at this. They're not going to send their kicker out. Instead, they're going to go for two. Romo's going to throw a fade to Austin, but this one not placed in a good position. Good job by the corner to make sure Austin couldn't get to the back of the end zone where Romo clearly wanted it. And now the Cowboys have to kick it, only having a 5-point lead instead of a 6. Ted Ginn's going to take it from the 1-yard line, looking for some blocks to try to recreate what Ogletree did. Instead, he fumbles, but it is out of bounds, so the 49ers are going to maintain possession. Alex Smith, not a good job at all in the first half, and that one was a pitch out to Gore, who actually did have a good first half, but Ball read that one very well, and it's a 5-yard loss for the 49ers. Alex Smith has had a very bad completion percentage so far. He hasn't thrown any picks like he did last game, but still not really accurate. This one's just a dump off to Vernon Davis, but that's just his second catch of the game, 26 yards, able to hang on through the contact. Now, 28-yard line, 3rd and 4, they're going to send Norris in motion. It's a handoff to Gore, and he's stopped! Not able to run through the linebacker Brookings that time. Good play by Keith Brookings to not get bowled over by one of the more powerful running backs in the league, in Frank Gore. And that brings up a 4th and 3, and Lee's just going to punt. So all of a sudden now, this momentum that was in the game for the 49ers is starting to swing to the Cowboys. Jones is going to get off the punt, going to get the ball off the punt, and he's going to return it to the 33-yard line. So out comes Tony Romo and this offense. Last drive, they got down, mostly throwing the ball, like we said earlier. Jones hit in the backfield and stopped. Aldon Smith with his 3rd tackle. All 3 coming in this second half. Romo is going to come up a 2nd and 11. Fake handoff. Looking for someone to throw. Throws out to the left, but pass is going to be incomplete. Looked like intended maybe for Miles Austin that time, as he was on the left. But a good play from number 38 there to the defender on the 49ers. I think it's Golden, I want to say his name is. Excuse me if I get the name wrong. 3rd down now. They're 4 and 7, so just over 50% in. How often they complete these ones. Jason Witten gets it. He's going to go down the field and touchdown Cowboys. A huge play from Tony Romo there. He goes to his very consistent, reliable tight end, Jason Witten. Patrick Willis had a chance on him at the end. He ran by his corner. He gets the catch over the safety, who gets turned around trying to tackle him. And Patrick Willis was just not able to catch up to the surprisingly speedy Jason Witten on that play. And now, again, the Cowboys, looks like they're not comfortable sending their kicker out. They're going to try a 2-point conversion from the Wildcats. Troy's not able to get there. Good play from Justin Smith tackling him just short of the end zone, so the 2-point conversion fails. But they still do have a 2-score lead. Ginn's going to get the ball, and this time he is going to just take the knee, and they're going to come out at the 20-yard line. San Francisco's offense has not moved the ball at all in the second half. No thanks to Alex Smith. Kind of inability to get completions. That went out to Ted Ginn on a drop. Bad read that time, kind of threw it right in front of Newman, one of the better corners, who's been tested again and again in this game for some reason, even though again and again he's proved to be a good corner. Gore that time gets the handoff, but only a gain of 1, and that brings up a third and 9. Gore 12 of 66 so far and a touchdown. However, he has slowed down production from the first half. Smith looking, throwing to the right, pass going to be incomplete. Oh no! Ted Ginn comes up with a reception. How did that happen? Wow. Ted Ginn with a heads-up play to make sure that ball did not hit the ground. Alex Smith looked like he probably knew where he was going to throw the ball before the play even started. Throw out to Morgan. Newman almost came up with the pick. Wasn't able to hang on. And instead, Ted Ginn comes over and makes one of the better catches of this game. Probably the last play of this third quarter. It's going to be a fake handoff to Gore. Smith looking to pass. Drops to his left. He's going to throw another deep one down the field to Crabtree. And it goes through the defender and the wide receiver that time. Incomplete. Alex Smith has just been completely awful, especially on those deep balls today, which they've called surprisingly frequently. 2nd and 10 now, just 2 seconds left in this third quarter. Is going to be a dump off to Frank Gore, who's trying to try to get a first down, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 in the fourth quarter. Cowboys ahead of the 49ers, 21-10. Frank Gore normally gets these carries on third down, and oh man, look at this! Look at this, the 49ers have sent out Colin Kaepernick on this third down. The rookie quarterback we were talking about at the very beginning of this game is going to throw out to the right to Vernon Davis, and he didn't get there. Nice play by 43, and the 49ers are going to go hurry up. They're keeping their young quarterback out there. This is surprising. Kaepernick is a running quarterback who is going to step up, and he looked like he was going to run, but he found Frank Gore on the dump off there, and he gets the first down. So 2 for 2 so far for Kaepernick, although it is 2 short completions, but 2 completions nonetheless, which Alex Smith has struggled with so far today. They're keeping him out here, so let's see what they do. First and 10, it's going to be a throw over to Ted Ginn, and he gets the first down. Ginn so far, 3 for 26. Has been targeted surprisingly a lot for a third receiver on the depth chart. First and 10 now, clock rolling, a fake handoff to Gore. He's going to throw deep down the field, intended for Crabtree, and it's caught! Colin Kaepernick delivers on a deep ball that Alex Smith has not for most of this game. That's actually Crabtree's first reception, surprisingly, for a quarterback, for a wide receiver who's a big part of this offense. Kaepernick got hit as he threw that one, but he put it in a good spot, a better spot than Alex Smith has on these deep balls, in front of Newman instead of over the head of Crabtree, so a nice play there. First and goal now at the 1 yard line, 5:50 left in this fourth quarter. It's going to be a fake handoff. Kaepernick looking to run, and he's just going to be dropped. Don't know if that counts as a run for a loss or a sack. Looks like they're going to count it as a sack for the defensive lineman that time. It's going to bring up a second and goal at the 6 yard line. Kaepernick handoff to Gore. He's going to fight his way, and he might have been a little bit short of the end zone, but it doesn't matter anyways. It's coming back. A holding call on Rashal that time, I believe is how you say that name. That puts them in a bad situation now. Second and goal, the 12. Kaepernick looking to throw, and he gets sacked! Coming off the side, Orlando Skandrick, the corner, able to come off the edge, pretty much unblocked. 49ers have been very bad at completing third downs today, just 2 of 8. That's 25 percentage. Kaepernick back to throw. He's looking, gonna fire out to the left, caught by Crabtree, and I think I don't know, the ball looked like it might have broke the plane, and they're not calling it that, but Harbaugh's going to challenge. He thinks it did, and we kind of think so too up here in the booth. Let's take a look. Kaepernick, nice play to find the open receiver. Let's see, it's going to come down to where that knee hits. Knee's going to hit right there, and that ball, I don't know, it looks like it might have broken the plane, but they're going to say that there's not enough evidence to overturn it. Fourth and goal for the 49ers. 49ers are 2 for 2 on fourth downs. Kaepernick trying to draw them off sides. That might be all they're trying to... No, it's a QB sneak, and he got in. Touchdown for the rookie Colin Kaepernick on the ground. And that's going to bring the 49ers a bit closer, but they're not done. They're going for 2 points instead of the extra point. Throw out to Ted Ginn, and he got it. So just like that, the score goes way closer, 21-18. 49ers have a chance to tie for a field goal if they can stop this Cowboys offense. Looked like they might have been prepared for an onside kick. Ogletree tried to just have it bounce into the end zone, but it stopped, so he's just going to take it out himself. A little bit of a weird sequence there. Out comes Romo in this offense, trying to milk the clock, get a field goal at least. They're going to hand off to Jones, who gets the biggest hole he has in the game. Good job by 30 to tackle him there, make sure he doesn't get any farther, but he did get to the 35. Jones hasn't had the biggest success of this game. Romo back to pass, going to just be a screen pass. Maybe a good thing he dropped that one, as otherwise it would have been a big loss for the Cowboys. Garrett not happy with how that screenplay turned out. Second and 10 from the 35. Romo throws over to Hurd. Very short pass, only 1 yard. Although that does bring Romo to 280 in the game. Very good, more than he had last game. Romo back to pass. Going to be a handoff to Barber on a 3rd and 9. That one didn't get very far. Only 3 yards. Maybe they thought they could catch the 49ers defensive line napping with a run. Yeah, that didn't work. Now Ginn's going to get it off the punt, and he's going to be dragged down at about the 25. They're going to mark him at the 24. So now the 49ers and the rookie quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who's still out there, they're going to hand it off to Gore, and wow, he gets hit immediately. That's a 3-yard loss. Not how you want to start your drive when you're trying to get down the field to at least tie with a field goal. They have a chance to win with a touchdown. They're going to hurry up to try to get a snap off before this 2-minute warning, and they do. Kaepernick back to throw. Throws over the middle. That one, dangerous pass. Looked like intended for Ted Ginn, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 13. Keep putting themselves in deep situations. Hard to complete that one. Oh, caught by Gore! Off the... What even happened there? That was another heads-up play by the 49ers, and they've made 2 of those so far. That one looked like it was intended for Vernon Davis. Oh, no. They're bringing out the chain gang. I don't know why the camera froze there, and they're going to call... they're going to give him a first down. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. Colin Kaepernick looked like he tried to complete it to Vernon Davis. The linebacker tried to swat it down, but instead Gore was right there, and a heads-up play to know where the first down marker was there, and he just fought his way there. 1st and 10, clock rolling now. Kaepernick, quick throw over to Morgan, who gets a nice opening. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. Josh Morgan starting to heat up when Kaepernick joined this game. Coming out of the 2-minute warning now, 1st and 10, Kaepernick, deep drop, and he gets sacked. What was that? The young quarterback, not very experienced, he's going to learn really quickly that you cannot do this in the NFL. Looked like he maybe tried to just throw it away or maybe get the check down to Gore, but he drifted back way too far. And now, again, like we were saying, puts themselves in a 2nd and 27. Kaepernick going long, incomplete, just ahead of Ted Ginn. He's been more accurate than Alex Smith on those deep balls today, but not able to complete that one. Just 30% conversion rate on the 3rd downs today. And this one probably won't be either, as it's a 3rd and 27. They're going to get a nice completion again, but it's still well short of that first down marker. 49ers call a timeout. It's going to bring up like 4th and 9 from the 44-yard line. They're going for it. They've already had 3 conversions on 3rd down today, or 4th down, excuse me. So they're looking for a 4th. Kaepernick on this offense has had a lot of luck go their way since Kaepernick has entered the game. It's a throw underneath, which you don't typically want to see in these 4th down conversions, but Ted Ginn able to come up with the grab and able to get a little hole for a 1st down. There was an injury timeout after that play. We don't think it was Ted Ginn because he seemed to be fine, although he's not in this play. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Frank Gore, who hasn't had a huge second half, to get 5 yards there. They're going to go hurry up now. They do still have 1 timeout, but they're trying to run this clock a little bit. Let's see what they do. 2nd and 5, Kaepernick back to throw. He's going to roll out to his left, throws over the middle, caught by Morgan, touchdown, 49ers! They take the lead! Colin Kaepernick, his young arm, not very experienced, but he comes in and looks better than the experienced veteran of Alex Smith. Nice throw over the middle to Morgan, able to hold on. Orlando Scandrick looked like he was on the coverage there. Now brings out Nedney for the important extra point. This one's right down the middle. And now the Cowboys cannot just drive down the field and get a field goal to win this game. They're going to have to get a touchdown. So there is no overtime in this one. It will be either a win for the 49ers or a win for the Cowboys. Ogletree gets knocked down at the 15. Now the momentum seems to be swinging back the other way now. Let's see what Romo can do with 58 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts. Romo is in the pocket. It's going to just throw underneath to Jones, and he's going to fight his way for a 1st down. 50 seconds left. They're going to go hurry up, not using those timeouts just yet. They have to drive down the field here. The clock's running. They got to hurry up. Romo back to pass in the shotgun. Rolls out to the left, not finding anyone open. He's going to heave one down the field to Miles Austin. And that one is knocked down. Nice coverage there from 38, who had that knocked down earlier. So 2 pass deflects so far in the game for him. 2nd and 10 now. Romo in the shotgun is going to throw over the middle, complete by Witten, who's had a huge game so far, down at the 45. And the Cowboys call their first of 2 timeouts. 27 seconds left. Romo in the shotgun. He's going to fire over to the left, and that was intercepted! Goldson on the pick. And man, oh man, Romo was fooled that time. We were just talking about how this defensive back has had 2 swats, and now he comes up with the interception. He baited Romo into that one. There were 2 receivers over there. He went for the flat option in number 17. I think that's Hurd, but he went back to Roy Williams, and Romo just didn't see it coming. Now with 21 seconds, Kaepernick is not taking a knee. He's going to actually step up and run. He's just going to slide down to avoid getting hit. They probably did that to make the Cowboys burn their final timeout. And with just 15 seconds left, and for the first time this year for the 49ers, and first time ever for Colin Kaepernick, he takes the knee, and the 49ers are going to win this game. What an epic comeback for Colin Kaepernick, the rookie who just comes in off the bench as Alex Smith was struggling mightily in this game. And he comes in, all of a sudden the offense starts clicking, and the defense, as we know, very good, keeps the Cowboys to 21 points, which is a little bit more than what they normally gave up anyway. But 21 points is still fairly decent, and as we see with a good offense, you can outscore 21. Can't forget about Josh Morgan's crucial catch in this fourth quarter. Thank you all so much for watching this broadcast of NFL 32. Hope you all enjoyed. Stick with us through this season. An amazing game, an instant classic between these two rivalries, or these two teams. And the 49ers win 25-21. Well. If that wasn't a game, yeah. I guess I'm incapable of playing a Madden game that isn't coming down to the last play in the fourth quarter or something like that, because all of these games have been really close so far. This one, at first I was thinking it wasn't going to be my favorite because, you know, the first quarter nothing was happening. I had some issues with the recording software in this episode. As you see, a few times it kind of froze for some reason, and it was kind of laggy while I was recording it, so it was a little bit more challenging than the other ones to play, but it got better as the game went along. Romo had a huge game, 300 yards. I think that's the first 300 we've had on the channel that we've actually played the game of. We saw a few 300s, but they were all simulated. Hope you all enjoyed this video. It was very fun to make. I really liked this game. I thought Justin Smith was a huge standout, 3 sacks. Des Bryant did really well. Witten had 128, huge game for him. And, you know, I don't know what's going on with the 49ers. I might have to start Colin Kaepernick in the next game. I haven't decided yet. But he definitely, you know, made his case here to be the starter. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And come back for the next episode. Should be really fun. It'll probably be a Week 3 game. Goodbye!